Good morning. It's 6:43 a.m. on Thursday, February 11th, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. I did more or less just get up this time, and in fact, I'm recognizing right now that I haven't even made my tea yet, and so I don't have my giant mug of tea to make everything okay. I'll be all right. I am super tired though, because Logan's barking. I don't know. Because I was up late last night. Mike and I were recording our latest 2016 Oscar movie marathon update 2, where we're just talking about movies we have seen since the last update. And we had some really good discussion about The Revenant, Bridge of Spies, Sicario, Straight Outta Compton, and there was another movie that we talked about in detail, I think. But we had some really great in-depth discussion, I thought, and it was a lot of fun. You can check out the YouTube version of that is already up. I'll be working on the audio version, but the recording of it ran pretty long, and so by the time I was actually getting into bed, substantially past my typical bedtime. And so now, you guys, I'm tired. And Luna is wired. Are you wired, little dog? She is. That's her version of yes. Uh, what was I talking about? I'm super out of it this morning, you guys. I can't believe I didn't even make my tea first, so I'll make some after this. It's a good thing that these videos are only 5 minutes long, or else this might be a real problem. So, what else happened yesterday? Not really very much, I don't think. This was another example of a day where I sort of I poked around a little bit too much, and then combining the need to write my next Phyllis Esposito chapter and doing the movie recording with Mike felt like it really kind of took up the whole evening, which is, I mean, it's fine. It's like, I do often have to fight this instinct of, gosh, all these self-imposed fun leisure activities that I choose to partake in are stressing me out. Usually I don't have to really be reminded, that it's like, but again, like this is something I've talked about in these videos before, is really trying to make sure that you don't end up feeling like the activities that are supposed to be your downtime, your fun time, like making those feel like work. And oddly enough, often when we're talking about something like editing a podcast or whatever, like that stuff all often is more like actual work, but it doesn't stress me out in the same way, because there's an element of like, well, no, I just actually have to do that. Whereas things like getting caught up on TV shows or finishing a video game or something like that sometimes feels like, oh man, I gotta get that done, because then I gotta be able to move on to the next thing. And I have my eye too far in the future sometimes with that stuff. So when I'm working like on editing audio for a podcast or something like that, well, having my eye on the future is, won't it be great when this podcast is done and it can go out? And that's the future thing. But that sort of attitude when you're watching TV is like, boy, won't it be great when this episode is over so I can watch the next one. It's a weird attitude. My brain sticks me with these thoughts sometimes. Oddly, I feel a little bit like my I can't express it. There are different kinds of tired. You guys know this, right? There's the tired where it's like, oh, I'm just groggy, I'm low energy, but I'll probably be fine. I just need to wake up. But then there's the element of it's like, okay, well, my brain is coming awake in the circadian rhythm sense, but what it's not doing is operating with a full battery bank of sleep. So you guys get me, right? Guys, I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes and go get some caffeine. All right? Okay. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow.